Hi everybody, my name is Jackie G and welcome to Art Talk Tuesday. For those of you that don't know us, Gwartzon's Art Supplies has been in the art material industry for over 50 years here in downtown Toronto. If you ever want to see what we do, please come and visit us. We're between Kensington Market and Chinatown. And if you can't, we certainly understand. We do have a website, gwartzons.com, where you can see all of our products. And if you ever have any questions, you can get in touch with us and we can answer them that way for you. I do these chats. We try and do them a few times a month so we can connect with you, our customers, and anybody interested in art materials to tell you what's happening in our industry, anything that's new for us, anything that we think you would find interesting, and to explain basically some art materials that you may not know about. We opened today with one of our staff, Olivia, testing out some product that we're going to be chatting about today, and I'm really excited to tell you about it. I know when you walk into an art supply store, it can be really daunting looking at all the products that are on the shelves. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of choices, and it's always, how do I choose? What do I need to know? Of course, you can look online, you can see whatever there is, but I do say that sometimes coming into an art supply store, we can certainly explain some of the amazing products that you may not know about, some of those brands that get lost in all of those big name brands that we all hear about. And you may wonder why we would stock certain brands, like some of the ones we're going to be chatting about today. Yes, we do stock all the big name brands, but not only do we like when our customers suggest brands that we may not be familiar with, but we like to associate with brands who love what they do, have a passion for it, have a real story behind what they do. And they're going to be brands from all over the world. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Two brands that you may not be as familiar with. Yes, they are on the internet. You can read about them, but we want to chat about them. We want you to know the story behind them. Olivia is going to be playing with the watercolors and the paper. These are both from the brands that we're chatting about. So I will tell you, the watercolors are from Rosa, which is from Ukraine, and the paper is from SMLT from Lithuania. Now, I have chatted about these brands many times, and as I say, I wanted to tell you the story behind them, get you familiar with them, tell you why they are fantastic, and why you should check them out, why you should look for them. Before I forget, I will also do my wave so that you'll know that I'm acknowledging all of you. In case I can't answer your question during the chat, we will do our best to answer the questions afterward, or if you have comments or anything like that. So I'm going to start with the brand Rosa and tell you a bit about the watercolor paints. And that way you can, if you have any questions, you can ask, and if not, we will certainly try and tell you about it. First of all, Rosa, yes, they are a Ukrainian company. I met them probably about, so it was before COVID, so that's about 2018. And we met them at a trade show that we often go to in Frankfurt, Germany, where we meet manufacturers and suppliers from all over the world. And they were relatively new in making watercolors. Now, it's not a new company. They've been making art materials since 1996. They are a variety of companies that are put together that manufacture craft and art materials. They've been making the watercolors since 2018. So it is a relatively, well, I guess the year that we were there, that's the year that they would have announced this new product. Their watercolors are made in large pans, which you can see in the set. So all of their sets are large pans. They don't make the half pans. They do, I think, have tubes now, which we are looking at. And to tell you something about their paint, they use organic and inorganic pigments. They use a natural gumarabic. They do consider them highly light fast, and of course that always depends also on the lighting that you are putting your paints under, so always be aware of that. They have a high pigment concentration. They are an artist quality color. This is not a student quality or children's paint. This is of the highest quality. I have heard people compare them to the White Knights, if you are familiar with the White Knight paint. But of course, I like to look at each brand as an individual. So any of the high-end watercolors that we're all familiar with from elsewhere in the world that we've all seen, these are equivalent in quality. They have clear, vibrant colors. I'm going to get Olivia to use some of those really bright colors and really put a lot of paint down for you to see how they look. So I don't want her to be shy with the paint, so you can get a really good idea behind it. And they dilute easily. I've heard different people commenting online about what they think they're made with, and of course, all brands have their secrets, so I'm not here to tell you what I think they could have in them or not. I go with what the brand tells me that they offer, and that's good enough for me. They do list their pigments on the sides of the cakes, so if you ever have any questions as to what's in it, you can certainly see that on their packaging. The cakes come simply, and we just unwrap them so that you can see them. One thing I notice about a lot of European brands, I mean, they're not, how do I say it, into perfection and making the cake look absolutely perfect when it goes into the pan. And I'm okay with that. I don't believe that it has to look, so clean that they've taken something with, to clean up the cake. That is it. It looks the way it is, but you get so much paint and there's so much color in each cake that will last a long time. Yes, you could probably mix them with your other brands if that's what you choose to, or you can use them in coordination with the other brands that you may be using on your palette. There's nothing wrong with it. So they do make a really nice range. I did bring out this color chart to show you. So this is a dot card of all of the colors. And again, here they are showing all of the pigments that they put into it so that you can see what they look like. I believe they have added a few new colors, which are now available, but we don't have the open stock just yet. We are stocking a very wide range of all of the sets, so I've opened up a few of them so that you can see them. And one neat thing that they do, which I really commend them for, is putting out these swatch cards so that whenever you open it, you can just coordinate your color with the swatch so that you know what the color looks like when you put it down. This palette happens to be a lovely turquoise on the outside. They do make a few different color palettes, so you have nice choices, whatever you like. They do also have in each one, there's room for mixing your paint so that you can put it down here. You can mix more up on top, whatever you find the most comfortable. Now they do have a bit of a spot here in this size. I think the other ones are the same. So you could potentially put one of your wonderful Tintoretto brushes that we stock into this area, or possibly one of the Gwartzen brushes would fit there too, depending what you like. So it's really made to be compact and then travel. This happens to be the romantic set, so if you love those colors, this one is perfect. It has a thumb ring on the bottom for you to hold it, or if you want to just put it down on your table, whatever you like to use, it's certainly up to you. They do make an urban sketching set, which we have here, so any urban sketchers that are looking for a Rosa set that has all the different colors, they've made their own mix. And of course, every brand has their own favorites for putting together a set. If you want something that's got a lot of colors, this one has 28 different colors. So we can just open that up and I can show it to you. So this one is a dark blue palette. I'll just flip that. Oh, isn't that lovely? So 28 different colors, again with the card set up for you. And it is made so that they'll pop in and out, so when you're unpacking it or using it, you can just get it easily in and out. Really, really a nice set. One thing I will say about their paints, they're all very affordable. So you're not going to spend a lot of money on any artist quality paint, which is what we like. So Rosa from Ukraine is definitely a brand that I would suggest you take a look at. As I say, the range of colors that we've been able to show you is just perfect. And Olivia is going to keep working on that lovely piece of artwork that she has going there. And again, I want to get her to use every color that she can possibly think of. Don't be shy, Olivia. Keep going. If you have any questions about the paint, we'll do our best to answer it. And as I say, we really want you to just be introduced to this wonderful line of paint. We've had it for several months, so this is not brand new to us, but it has been very, very popular. Any of the clients that have tried it have loved it, and we haven't done anything really to promote the brand, and a lot of people just know that we have it and have been very excited to use it. Now we want to talk about some paper. And of course, the paper that Olivia is using is by a brand that I've often talked about, and that's SMLT. Yes, 4 letters, SMLT, from Lithuania. They are a very, very interesting company. So I mentioned that Rosa was started in 1996. And see, I'm trying to now work with my phone instead of my written notes. I'm getting used to it. SMLT was started in 1994, so they're both within the same time frame as newer companies. Again, another company that I'd met when I've been to the trade show in Frankfurt, so it's very cool that we got to see them here for North America. They have 80 employees, and for a lot of paper companies, that is quite small. They ship to 30 different companies. They are very socially conscious, so they employ a lot of variety of employees. Their products are made by getting people to test it, which is really kind of cool. They want people to test out the product, to get ideas from before they make it. And then they go with the idea and they create it. Now they are using 100% renewable energy for production. So if we're looking at any company that is very conscious of the environment, that is one thing about SMLT. What else do I want to tell you? So we bring in a pretty decent range of their books. We've tried to stick to, and you can see there's kind of a theme going here with what we stock from them. They make a really, really wide variety. And so if you don't see one that you absolutely love that we don't have, let us know. With limited space, I try and bring in the ones that I think are going to be the most interesting for you. So whether it be, they've got the sketch pad, they've got a couple different ones, whether it be for pen or pencil. They've got this one is the craft paper. So if you're looking at craft paper, this is fantastic. They've got so many different kinds, but I will show you some of my favorites, the ones that I like to talk about all the time. And that would be, which I know is a favorite for a lot of the urban sketchers, is their Bristol and the Watercolour. And so they make the mixed media and the Bristol. I get so confused because I've got so many great things to show you. So the mixed media pad comes in all these different formats. What I like about these 2 squares, which we do carry a lot of, these are Instagram ready. So if you're looking to use the square format, these 2 sizes are perfect. This is about a 5x5. This is about approximately 3x3. And these have been extremely popular. Some are glued. These are sewn. So this is a sewn. When you open it, like what Olivia is doing, it will go flat. And that's the whole idea. So you could work across the page. These are glued, so you can remove the sheets if you want, or you can just try and keep it within the book. They do make it also in a coil version, and of course our sewn version, which is like a landscape style, and then these gorgeous designs, which is a book within a book. So this is the cover, and then you would open it up and you would pull your book from here, and then you've got this really beautiful book to work in. They do the same idea with the watercolor, so it's all the same gorgeous sizes. These are mold-made papers. They're 140 pound, and they come in all these different shapes. If you like the Bristol, of course, I love the square format, so we tend to stock a lot of the square format in the Bristol, in the black papers, and all different kinds. we haven't played with all of these. I can just tell you that they've been extremely popular. So if you're looking for like an intense black paper and you want to put your gel pens or anything else on it, their black paper is fantastic for that. And again, if you want something that's Instagram ready, it is great. Does anybody have any questions so far about any of these fantastic products? Relatively new, sort of newish, but I think you should know about them. SMLT from Lithuania and Rosa watercolors from Ukraine. So it's always interesting, as I say, for us to talk about product that are not necessarily what you're going to be familiar with. Brands that come from parts of the world, I don't think any of us ever imagined that we'd be able to start promoting them. But you know what? That's what's great about the internet and how things have changed for art materials, where we can find product from so many different countries that we may not have thought of stocking before. Oh, I did forget one thing about SMLT, which is relatively new, but it's one of my, I have my favorites, and it's round paper. These are relatively new, and this is so cool. So it is like a pad. The sheets are loose, and it's 140 pound, and it is round watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton, so it's all rag. And acid-free. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit unusual, these are great, and we do have a lot of stock of both of these. That is what I wanted to chat about. I think we'll let Olivia will show how it's going down on the paper, and let Olivia go at it for a minute. I did have a few other things that I wanted to tell you about. So if you think of any questions while we're chatting about these brands or we're watching Olivia, please let us know, and we can certainly try and answer them for you. We're just going to move our table around a little bit so that I can get ready to show you a couple of other things. As I say, a couple great companies that are available now, and I would certainly, if you're looking for a gift for someone, these are great. And as I say, you should check out the price point. They are excellent in price point. They are high quality, both in the paints and also in the papers. I would highly recommend them. I have no problem telling you that I'm quite proud that we stock their products in our store. And as I say, they're available online and also here to show you. I'm just going to start pulling out these other things. How's it going there, Olivia?
Yeah, it's good. Very pigmented, which is lovely.
And I see that you're mixing some of the colors. How are they mixing?
They go together really nice.
Yeah.
They hold their own until you mix them, but very quickly, not overly granulated, which is also nice. They go down very smooth.
That's great. Maybe we'll pop some of that bright yellow onto the page too to see how it looks. Keep trying things out here today. That's what we're for. Got to get all the things that are new, show them off. And then I can talk about all the other wonderful stuff that's going on. So I think what we'll do is maybe we'll let Olivia work a little bit more at what she's doing, and I'll chat about some of the things that are coming up and some new product that we have, so that we can announce some new things that are going on here. Also quite exciting. Make sure I've got my notes. Great. Okay. So we'll let Olivia keep working at that, and we'll come back to see what she does in the next couple minutes before we close for the day. I did have some other things I wanted to tell you about, because I always like to share what's happening here at Gwartzman's. So coming up this weekend is a 5 times the points. So if you're looking to purchase anything, it's a great time. Also, with any $100 purchase, you will get a mystery bag, because it is Halloween weekend, and we couldn't think of a better way to celebrate. If you want to purchase the bag without buying $100, they'll be $15 each. All kinds of goodies in them, so they are a mystery bag with lots of great stuff. November the 4th, we have an embossing program, and that's going on a Saturday from 12 to 4 with Luchterm. So if you want to get a beautiful book for yourself or somebody else, you'll be purchasing the book on that day. You'll come in, you can pick what you like. We have lots of stock. We have lots of new stuff coming in. Maybe I'm going to grab one here just to show you. So this is what one of them looks like. So that's a look term, and then you'll be able to get that embossed for yourself or somebody else. It's free, so I should point that out. The only thing you will have to buy is the book, but the embossing part of it is free. I know it's been extremely popular wherever they do it, so if you're thinking about it, November the 4th, it'll be on our website. I know we're going to be posting a lot about it on Instagram. Lookterm1917 has also been posting about it. It's a lot of fun. We've never done that kind of thing here, so wow, it's going to be very exciting. November the 7th, we're going to have a special guest. Travis Schilling and Naomi Woodman will be here, and we're going to be chatting about a film that they made they created this film and they submitted it to the Santa Fe Film Festival. It was chosen, and I believe it won, but I know it's been chosen. So we're going to talk about their film and everything else, and that is on November the 7th. On November 12th, we're going to be having a speedball. It's not only a demo because you're going to be able to participate. So it's going to be block printing and how to make cards for the holidays so you can make your own. Block printing has exploded. It's been huge since COVID. We want you to learn how to do it easily, and we'll have product available. There will be a sign up and a fee to join because everything's going to be given for you to work with. So that is on November the 12th. That's a Sunday. Wow. I know I'm forgetting something else. So I'm going to talk to you about all the new stuff that we have because, again, there's more stuff here and lots of stuff arriving, but this is the newest stuff. Okay, so we're going to talk to you about here. This is Willow Wolf. I mentioned it before. Willow Wolf, an uber talented artist, and she loves to teach how to paint. She's got this great program so that anybody can learn how to paint, and we're just still getting started with her. The product has arrived. Everything is getting up online. You'll be able to see it. We are going to be working with Willow so that you will be able to sign up for classes. I am hoping that we're going to be able to have Willow in town so that we can do a class here. You'll be able to get product. You'll be able to take a class with her. That should be absolutely amazing. New from Stone Ground Watercolors. So Stone Ground Watercolors is working with the Mint Gardener, and she is also a phenomenal artist. Huge following all across North America. We are now stocking the sets from the Mint Gardener, so this is her choice. This is the palette that she created with Stone Ground. These just arrived, and they'll be in the system probably this week. So if you are a follower, if you're a fan of the Mint Gardener, check them out. They are, well, you can see they're absolutely beautiful colors. So anything to do with a lovely garden, I think she's just captured every single color that we can all think of. So that's by the Mint Gardener. And then, of course, I've been chatting about this too. Cranfield. Cranfield products arrived. We are stocking now their relief inks and their etching inks. These are their safe wash, so they're easy to clean up. We did get a whole whack of samples, but we haven't decided how we're going to give these out yet. We are going to let our staff play with them first, and just so that they can get familiar with them. But if you are a fan of Cranfield, yes, they are in the building. And I think those are the newest ones that we have at the moment. As I say, there's lots of stuff arriving still, lots of things coming in. So I hope you get all excited about this. I mean, you know I get all excited about all of these things. I think I've dazzled you all. There's no questions today. I can't believe it. Wow, that's great. I hope you'll check out all of these new things that we have. As I say, I get very excited about showing off all the new product, you know, working with these fantastic companies. I mean, you know, all the companies here are not massive companies. These are not, you know, owned by other conglomerates. They're all independently owned companies, and that's what makes it great about working with them too, because they can answer almost any question that you have, any questions that we have, and we all learn from each other to be able to ask those questions, and they have all the answers. Let's see how Olivia's doing before we say goodbye for today. Ah, looks great, Olivia.
Yeah, quick.
I think we'll keep working at it, and then we can post what you decide to finish with.
I think that's
There's
good.
no time frame that we have to get this up, so we'll probably post it sometime later today and let her keep playing with it. But the colors, you can see she's been mixing them and working with them straight, so it's really nice to see how they all work well together, and you're not getting a lot of muddy color from what she's been doing. Again, these are Rosa watercolors from Ukraine, and we're using the SMLT paper from Lithuania.
Someone has an oil paint question.
Well, we're not talking about oil paints today. I can try and answer it, but the focus was the others. What's the question?
They said, never mind. I'll
Okay. Well, you know what? Send it in, and we may do a focus on oil paints. We've got some great brands that we'd love to chat about, and we'll do that for another day. If you have any questions about what we've shown today, I would certainly appreciate it. But if you think about it afterward again, just let us know. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. It's been great chatting with you. I hope you learned something. I hope I got some creative juices going there. And until next week, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week. And please keep on creating. Bye-bye for now.